Greetings, Elena Ra here. Welcome, blessings to all. Yes, we have reached the new age, the age of Aquarius. And this is a time of freedom. Every age has its energy, and the energy is attached to love, the aspect of love. Pisces was about attachment, it was about sacrifice, it was about I can't live without you, it was about finding your other half. The age of Aquarius is about becoming complete within yourself, the masculine and the feminine, to come home to your heart, to embrace your sovereignty, your domain, to feel what's happening in the solar plexus, in the sacral, where we hold the energy of emotions, negative and positive, where we hold our experiences. The age of Aquarius is about freedom, about being freely expressed, to be exactly who you are, to be free from bondage. So, the age of Aquarius summons the new, summons a new way of being. It's summoning us to break free from the old. And here we are. 2012 was our initiation, was our incubation and breaking out of the old. And this will continue probably for quite a few years now as the world changes and adapts to the new paradigm and the new energy now coming in. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because so many of the old ways, the indigenous people on the planet and the ancients, how they dealt with being human, has changed throughout time. And some of the ways that they use to exercise or even exorcise the shadow has been forgotten. So therefore the shadow aspect, particularly during the age of Pisces, allowed a default positioning to expand out of control, whereby we no longer really we were no longer able to see through the woods. So much was going on. Our ability to respond to what was true and genuine slipped away. Way back when, we had the Alchemists, and the Alchemists had a role which was both spiritual and scientific, and somewhere down the line there was a separation where science was able to break away without the responsibility of the spiritual. It's also time for us to bring these two aspects back again, so we can be responsible for what we do scientifically and religiously. Religion is one of those topics where it can raise a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings. It's important to remember that a lot of our beliefs have come through conditioning, and it's very difficult to change a belief or to break a belief once it's been implanted and established. But an idea can always grow and it can always change with the times, and this is what we are needing to do. As a human family, which is exactly what we are, brothers and sisters, experiencing the same human experience. There really is only one of us here. The human being, humanity. And what an amazing, amazing species we are. We have incarnated here on this planet for a reason, to truly remember who we are and to clear and to heal. There will come a time on this planet where all this will be done. This is when we will reach the golden age, where all would have been received, all would have been remembered. And in this time of remembrance, as we remember who we are as divine beings, as sovereign souls who have come together, where unity has occurred within each and every individual. The sacred union and the sacred marriage, whereby we take vows to ourselves. How else can we take vows to other people or with another when we haven't taken them and stood by them for ourselves? So this is a summons for us to take responsibility, to come together in compassion and empathy, to come together with love, to reintroduce ourselves to one another. Now, many years ago, the indigenous people on this planet, as they still do in some parts of the world, there were shamans. And these shamans would be the ones who would travel. They would time travel, or they would take certain substances which would help them to go within. And this would be a journey to the inner world, whereby they will be able to gain wisdom and tools to bring to the rest of the community. This is something that we all have to do within ourselves now. We need to journey within ourselves and remember who we are and restore our full human template as authentic divine beings living in the One. Now also in these cultures, they would have times during the full moon or the new moon whereby certain individuals would go into a static dance, or certain masquerades would come out and they'd wear masks and they'd dance around and they'd bring out the primal self. And this was used to exorcise the shadow for the whole of the community. Now we don't have very much of this in the West. We may have movies, we may have stories or film, but the truth is that a lot of the shadow within our society in the West and many places across the world have been left unattended. And when things are left unattended, they are allowed to run riot and take control unconsciously. It's this unconscious aspect of self that we have to take stock of. And we have to bring the unconscious realms into the conscious realms. This is where alchemy occurs. This is where healing occurs. This is where huge change, quantum leap of faith and understanding and miracles of being. And this is our quest. For now, I leave this with you, with love in my heart, with compassion, and with insight. I love you. Namaste. I see the God in you.